What's up, good people, man? This is your boy Banks, man. Welcome to Reality and Resolutions. One half of it is Banks here, and we're gonna get into some subjects here, man. But before we do, let me introduce you to my co-host.
It's your boy Vin.
Okay. Yeah, man. This podcast, man, real men, real talk, man. We're gonna start tackling some of the things in our community, relationship wise. Try to shine light on, positivity that's going on in our culture. So, yeah, man, we're definitely excited to reach out to the people to see what's going on. Definitely excited about you guys tuning in to see what we have to say. But with further ado, let's get into the first subject. In the wake of an artist that I really respected his grind. It wasn't so much of, lyrical wise or whatever case may be. It just kind of took a hold of the young cat because he was just he was a hustler, man. He gave things back. But we know who it is. My boy Dolph, man, got gunned down in his own neighborhood, and man, we just want to see if our community is actually worth trying to save. Because again, look, we got another fallen soldier trying to do the right things, man. So, let's get into it, Vin. What you think, man, as far as should we invest in trying to, turn our neighborhoods around when we get out of them?
In my opinion, I say absolutely not.
Okay.
I don't think that it's worth trying to save. What makes me say that is look at the history, look at where we came from
Right.
and where we're at now. If this was 20 years ago, and even in the early 90s, if it was around that time, then I
Right.
would say it's worth investing. I think it all boils down to the parenting, which that's a whole completely different subject.
True
I
that.
think it boils down to the parenting and how the kids are being raised and what they see in their environment. Believe it or not, a lot of parents can only do but so much.
Right.
Your mom can be a lawyer and your dad can be a doctor, but if your children are around an environment where their parents are drug dealers or gangbangers, not to say that drug dealing and gangbanging is a bad thing, because I come from that also, but a lot of their parents are coming from fucked up environments and they're putting their kids in the fucked up environment,
Right.
and the environment is more impressionable to a child than what you're trying to teach it as a parent. That's just
Right.
my short opinion on it. What you think about it?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that I don't think it's worth trying to save. So just coming down my area, I'm just trying to figure out, what's the way. I mean, I always say, man, if you get a bag, get out of the neighborhood. I say give back, however that may be. Give back, but don't go back. Because as you see, man, like people don't want to see you do well. Not everybody want to see you do well. But I think it's worth saving. Who's worth saving, if that makes sense? Now, how do we even go about judging that? You get it? So I think it's worth saving to a certain extent. But I just don't feel like you should be still hanging in the hood like you used to, because, man, being honest with you, that's when keeping it real go wrong. You know, we always on this, keeping it real. And, if somebody leave the neighborhood, then it's like, oh, they forget where they came from. But, just think about it. Just think about what happened to him. Had he not been just so, you know, into going back and, still chopping it up with old people that he used to, man, maybe he'll still be alive today. So that's the way I feel. I don't know how we come to a stage to where we can actually, you know, determine how do we save or how far do we go into saving. I mean, I know we can invest into, schooling. We can invest into you I guess programs that can get kids off the streets, things of that nature. But I don't really see that as beneficiary for you to go and just drop money into people's hands.
Mm-mm.
You get what I'm saying? Because I'll just give you a statistic. I was listening to Killer Mike one time. You fought with Killer Mike?
I like Killer Mike.
Yeah, man. So I was listening to Killer Mike one time, and he gave me some statistics about how long does different races keep money. So I think the Asians came in with they can keep $1 for like 33 days. I want to say it was. Then I think the Caucasians came in at like 14 days or whatever. But just to make a long story short, do you know what the average amount of time that we hold on to $1?
What is it?
Bro, it's 6 seconds.
Oh.
6 seconds, not 6 minutes, 6 seconds, which means that as soon as we get $1, we spend it. So I don't think it would be responsible if Vin, went out and, he was worth $50 million. I wouldn't advise him to go to the hood and then just drop money into people's hands.
I agree with that. The fucked up thing about it is this. If you see someone doing positive,
right,
and spreading positivity, why bring negative towards people who are trying to create a positive outcome?
Right.
That's why I say I don't believe that we should invest anything else into trying to save our culture. I think what we should do is set a stature and set a standard. Men should be held to a certain stature. Women should be held to a certain stature.
Right.
Teach this down to the children. And I think if the children, let's say if a child says, I want to play an instrument. A lot of us have nieces and nephews,
right?
Especially me, and all my nieces and nephews know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. You'll scream that you want to play an instrument, right?
Right.
Until you actually have to learn the hard part. When you have to learn how to read, it's I'm uninterested.
Yeah,
it's
I don't
because
want to do it anymore.
The stature in the black community
right.
is taught to go for the easiest thing.
That's right.
I think if we can find grown-ups, men, women, and children who choose to put more effort into taking the harder route.
That's right.
And learning and experiencing the harder route, then we take them out of the hood scenario.
Right.
And we actually put money in their hand, let them make investments, and they follow suit the exact same way that we gave them the opportunity.
Right.
They give it back. That's what I believe.
That's a great point, man. I mean, even though we may vary on, our opinions about it, I that's a great point. I really do. I back you 100% on the, we're always trying to find the easy way. For some odd reason, we just think like, something's supposed to be given to us. I mean, anything that I ever earned in my life, man, I had to work hard for it. I watched my mama come up and work hard to achieve some of the things she has. So, yeah, I definitely agree with you on that, Vin, man. I think we really, as a culture, for some odd reason, it's never been given to us easy, but we done took a mindset that they want something given to them easy, if that makes sense.
And you have to think, like, where did that come from?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we came from being slaves.
Right.
Then after being slaves, we still was treated like dogs.
Right.
Our women was still raped. Our men was still beaten.
Right.
Then we got out in the world and shit started to get better. Mm-hmm. We had our own households and families, and we grew up watching shit like The Cosby Show and Family Matters, where the family structure was completely different. Mm-hmm. Like the mother figures looked at like the Claire Huxtable.
Right.
It looks like the Harriet from Family Matters.
Right.
Now I don't want to say baby moms, but now the women who have children look like Cardi B's, Megan Thee Stallions. Fathers used to look like Bill Cosby, Carl Winslow.
Right.
Now fathers look like Future, NBA Youngboy. Mm-hmm. When did that shit happen? Like, where did we fall off to the point where we didn't realize that our structure was being modified and gentrified? Right. Where did we fall off from that? That's what I'm mad at my own culture for.
Right.
The fucked up thing is, when you have a mindset similar to mine, because I wasn't always raised all the way down here in the South. Right. Most of my family comes from up north. And it's the survival, the way that you have to survive up there is completely different from the way that you have to survive down here. It's completely different. When you're down here and you have this type of mindset, people tend to look at you and say, oh, fuck you, you don't want to be part of the baby daddy club.
Right.
Oh, fuck you. You don't want to be part of the struggling niggas arguing with their baby mama's club. You rather be somebody with structure. Fuck you. We don't like you. And that's fucked up, man.
Right. And
It's
you're right.
fucked up.
You're right. And it's bad that, you know, it's like the positive things is the things that, you know, as a culture we want to shun away. Just like, you know, Vin is hitting on, you know, when it comes to, you know, you going around, you know, preaching positivity, you know, trying to, let's build together, bro. You know, let's pull one another up. Like, being positive, like, then it's almost like you're a lame when you do that. So it's kind of like,
And why?
I mean, I have no clue, bro.
That is wild.
I have no clue, but I know that, you know, man, we're lost overall
Definitely.
as a culture. You know, we have to do some things to find our way back. And you know, like you said, bro, I think it starts with the household. And I'm telling you, man, you know, we like to try to blame a whole lot of people and things of that nature, man. That's just like, you know, just to close up on this John Dolph situation. You know, I tell people all the time, man, stop screaming that Black Lives Matter shit, because guess what? Black lives don't matter to black folk. So why we out in the street screaming that? So until
And
we
to be
do better.
honest, the Black Lives Matter benefits the Republicans
Right.
more than it benefits the black culture.
Right.
But motherfuckers won't even take the time to research to see that that's fact.
Right.
That's crazy, man.
Right.
We doomed, bro. That's what I think. I think it's over.
But like I said, man, you know, we have to do what we have to do from our part. And, you know, like I said, man, just continue to try to do what we can as individuals. But, you know, like I said, man, just keep on grinding out there, people, man. We definitely, you know, are excited about what's going to go on this show here, man. And we're going to get into some more things. But, again, man, signing off your boy Banks, man, real talk. And always, you know what I'm saying, last but not least,
It's your boy Vin, Vision, Reality, and Resolutionz.